you want to hear that again, you can actually podcast it right now. If you have a friend or somebody that maybe missed it, and you want to turn them on to it.
Wherever you get your podcasts, download the app.
You got it.
All the good stuff. You know, our app is good, too, because it's got so many different
features
there. So you can, if you have to download the KRBE app.
Team works hard. Ahmad's in there chopping and putting stuff up everywhere, working hard. This guy does all this work. And speaking of, you saying onions? That's because we smelled onions all day.
Oh, my God. Who in the KRBE studios ordering onions, throwing them in the garbage can, and stinking up the studio?
Oh, that was...
Like For once, it's on my jacket.
I came in here
at
like 5 a.m. I came in here, and it was like an onion factory.
Because what happens, there's a big garbage can that gets stuck in this room, and this room has no window. I mean, it has windows, but they're a double pane.
God.
Like,
vacuum sealed room.
Smells will stay in
It's
here.
a vacuum sealed room.
So this was the onion locker.
And I was referring to...
smell like we don't know it.
I know.
Oh, no.
We'll go home
I don't think so.
we'll be
You think
like,
so?
our mates are going to go like, ooh, you smell like onion.
No,
I
was referring to a couple of years ago. I was living in an apartment with my kids and my husband, and
that was so funny.
In the apartment, you know, it's obviously doesn't have a lot of space, and so my husband was cooking, as he loves to do, and my work bag and the jacket that I wear in the studio was on top of my work bag, and it was on the bar stool right directly near where Tassos was cooking.
You reeked of fried onion.
And you know, whatever he made, it was like some sauteed onions, vegetables, whatever.
No, it was
I
not
walk
fried.
in
It was
here,
sauteed or something.
It was sauteed.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Strong.
When I walked in, it wasn't immediate that you guys said anything, but at some point y'all were saying, who made onions, whatever. And I have the bloodhound
It was
nose.
3 hours later.
I'm the one on the show that can smell everything down the hall, around the bend, up and down, under corners. I wasn't smelling what they were smelling, so I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then halfway through the show, y'all like, it's you. It's got to be you. It's your clothes. And it's so interesting because the clothes I was wearing were okay. It was the jacket that I had on because I've been sitting by the kitchen.
Permeated your jacket and gotten all over your
100%.
shirt.
And then I was saying yesterday to Eric that when I got dressed yesterday, I was like, oh my God, my shirt smells so good of my detergent, but I was so cold in here and I forgot a jacket at home. So the jacket that I grabbed from my car was just, sitting in my car. And I have a pumpkin spice smelling sachet that my kid bought at Hobby Lobby.
Well, that smells nice.
But it was near the jacket, and I think the jacket smells like the
we don't mind
pumpkin
that.
spice sachet.
That smells good.
But
smell
you know how
delicious.
your clothes take on, thank you, the clothes take on the scent. So think about this, guys. If you are going to put your bags next to where you're cooking in your kitchen or a jacket or you're hanging your clothes, some people have to close their bedroom door in their apartments when they're cooking because the food smell is going to go in there.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. You might as well say my name, Roula.
Oh, no, I'm talking about myself.
No, that's me too.
Oh, you do?
Remember,
Really?
that's why I moved from my old place. Because, my food would just, permeate through my clothes. And,
my gosh.
I would, put towels under the closet door.
Really?
Because I did not want to smell like my boyfriend makes African food, Asian food. There's so many spices
Oh,
and
my God.
smells.
So it all go in your closet,
I
Ahmad?
was like, curry.
No, there's nothing fun about your clothes smelling like your food. Your
Tastes
food
good.
could be delicious at dinner time, but you don't want your clothes stinking like that the next day. It
No,
stinks.
absolutely.
It's the same smell I was traumatized by working in a restaurant all my life, because when you work in a restaurant all day, anybody who's ever worked in a
wear that home,
restaurant,
don't you?
the scent of the restaurant is on your clothes. And then you go home and you can smell that restaurant on your
absolutely.
clothes. So they have to go straight in the hamper. Kind of like back in the day, we used to do club gigs and smoking was so prevalent.
Oh, my God. That
God, our
stinks so
clothes
bad.
stunk so bad. My car would stink like cigarettes.
Your leather jacket.
Because I was in it.
It would ruin a
outside.
leather jacket, yeah.
Yeah, we would just be big smoke bombs walking out of those clubs after broadcasting live, and we'd get in our
Speaking
cars and stink up our cars with
Places
cigarettes.
that have fast food. I saw this meme yesterday. It's a picture of Long John Silver's.
Okay.
It said, "There's a secret society living among us that keeps this place in business."
It was my first
I'm like,
job.
I don't know anyone that goes to Long John Silver's.
I always converted Long John Silver's buildings into something
I
else.
would love
A
the
lot of times they cut
crumbs.
them together. Don't they have them split it's a Long John and a
A&W.
Yes.
A&W.
Yeah. They're multi.
What does A&W serve besides root beer floats?
I
No,
think
they're
they're
like a-
burger type.
They're like a
places.
Sonic. They're very similar to Sonic.
root beer floats. I bet they have those. The glass mug that's frozen.
Oh, yeah.
See, in
I
theory, that
like root
sounds
beer
delicious
floats.
and sounds like a good idea. But if I was actually to be presented with a root beer float, would I drink it?
What?
Yes, it's root beer with a
It's
scoop of
so
vanilla
I
ice
know
cream.
Good.
it sounds great, but would I actually drink that? Because I think the
Why
sugar
would you not?
content would just
How much
knock
is a
me
cold
out.
root
It's worth
beer?
it.
Oh, yeah.
Like we used to go to a place called Oogie's. That was that.
Oogies.
Oogies.
It was like
That's too close for the word boogie.
Yeah.
That was it was in the middle of Ottawa, Illinois. Oogies. Look up Oogies. OOGIES. It's no longer there.
Oh, really? Okay.
But you pull up to the window and they'd come out there. It was like a Sonic. We didn't have Sonics in Illinois. And then they had to get that root beer float or just a root beer in that cold mug.
Oh, here it is. Oogies Restaurant and Drive-In.
Yep. Oogie.
Old school cups. Now it's Oogies
and it was
and
open
JJ's Bar
24/7,
in
so-
Glen Arm, Illinois.
Oh, never closed.
Or you go in 3 a.m.
Oh,
drunk.
wow. Same menu
Eat for,
throughout the day?
Oh, yeah. Cheese sticks.
Now it's called Oogies and JJ's Bar in Streeter, Illinois.
Oh, they kept theirs? What? Streeter?
Well, this one says Glenham, Illinois. Darts, games, pool, slots, and a great selection of alcohol.
Ooh, slots. We didn't have slots back then.
Well, if we're all going to make a road trip to
we're
Chicago.
going to Oogies.
We're going to Oogies.
Oh, look, that's a food truck in Bloomington, Illinois, where you can hear Weekends with Roula.
Yep.
WBNQ.
WBNQ.
BNQ.
I actually had my program director made me do that.
He had to say it like...
WBNQ. Say it again. The way
He wrote WDOUBLE
W.
BEE, I think. WBIN and then QUE.
So you had a phonetics lesson.
Yeah. It's WBNQ or something like that, or NQ.
It's like
I can't
Howard
remember what
Stern and the
it
pig
was the same
virus.
time around then.
Okay.
I'm like, is this real? Am I being pranked?
I want to read this to you guys. Speaking of Bloomington, Illinois, because when I
Almost
first
State
got
Farm.
yes, I didn't realize that either.
And the first steak and shake ever.
Really?
Oh, really?
In Bloomington.
And the sexiest orchid man ever worked there.
That'd
Oh,
be
who
Eric
was
right
that?
here,
Who was
sexy
that?
producer Panther. For those that maybe aren't aware, I do Weekends with Roula on the weekends all around the country. It is a syndicated show that I do here in Houston, and we pipe it all over the country. And I have all these different cities, and I don't know all the different cities surrounding areas. And so Bloomington really stuck out to me because Eric has his history with Bloomington. I'm in Kansas City. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm in Detroit, in Boston, all these different cities. And I got an Instagram message yesterday from somebody who said, Roula, I have listened to you most of my life in Houston. People make light fun of me because I talk about, quote, on the radio all the time, like it's TV. I'm out of town in Greenfield, Indiana for family things here, having a horrible time. And I just turned on the radio driving to Starbucks and I heard this voice that sounded very familiar. Then before commercial break, the voice said, more on that later on Weekends with Roula. For whatever reason, I'm crying because your voice and your presence during such a hard time was like a hug I needed so bad. As a radio personality and part of my everyday experience, I love you. You didn't choose it by any means, but thank you for that. I needed to hear that comfort voice. I hope you had a great weekend, and I cannot wait to get home to Houston. You make a difference in people's lives. You know it already, but please don't ever forget it. Is that the sweetest message ever?
Are you in this state? WZPL?
So sweet.
That's Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis. Well,
so
she's in Greenfield, but see, that's what I'm saying.
It's licensed to Greenfield, Indiana.
Okay, because I'm in Indianapolis, and Greenfield must catch the radio station stick from
That's maybe a
Indianapolis.
suburb of Indianapolis or something.
That was really sweet, Roula.
Isn't that so sweet,
Yeah,
guys?
That'll make your
And I
day.
said, I am so sorry you were going through such a hard time, but I'm so happy I was there for you when you needed me. I wrapped you in a big, tight squeeze hug, safe travels home. Thank you for the message. And she said, it's okay. Life keeps going on. Thank you for taking time to respond. Very cool and sweet of you. I mean, is that the best message ever?
Yeah.
You just never know when somebody just needs you and you just said the right thing or did the right thing or just existed. It's so great. That doesn't happen just for us in radio. I'm saying for you
That applies
listening
to every human being on earth.
You just
Absolutely.
never
If you
know.
feel
You
like
never know.
You're not making a difference in this world. Your very presence can make a difference.
I know that was
no matter
the
who
sweetest
you
message.
You should spread more love to them and tell them to put this show on in their mornings.
With the Roula and Ryan show.
Yeah.
On the KRDE app.
Eric's angling to get us syndicated.
Get more money.
Oh.
Weekends with Roula. So usually, Tim, are you still on at 10 on Saturdays or is somebody else now?
I am on from midnight until 6 a.m.
And then I'm on at 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Yeah,
on
so
Saturday.
I'm like, hey, it's been Sam. I hope you had fun partying with me. Weekends with Roula is on next.
And then I finish at
normally
9
always
and then
my
you come
last
back
break.
at 10. Sam's on again.
no,
not
luckily,
anymore.
once I had a baby, our boss was very kind
Maybe,
to me.
Ahmad could be doing that some days.
Yeah.
soon.
I've
You're
been
moving up?
filling in on the weekends. I just had my first primetime weekend show last weekend from 3 to 7.
Woo!
And so this Sunday
Sweet.
I'm doing 11 to I think 4.
11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah. After
Were you
I-
nervous for the first 3 o'clock shift?
No, I wasn't because I had enough practice doing midnights.
Yeah,
so
the overnights.
it feels pretty
Yeah,
natural.
those people are usually drunk.
Yeah, I know.
Did you get a lot of security guard phone calls?
No, no.
Hey, you got a
The
call.
overnights always had security guard phone
Oh,
calls.
wait, I can't hear right now.
Real quick, you got a call here.
Yeah,
Let you hear my headphones. Here we go.
Hi, guys. This is Jill from Wisconsin, loyal podcast listener. I was able to meet up with you guys in person in studio April of 2023. Thanks again for that. My question today is about Ahmad. Maybe like a month ago, he was really excited saying that he was now doing weekend shifts. And he then slept through the first few hours of his very first weekend shift. So is he still doing weekends? Did he get in trouble with the boss? What's going on with Ahmad? Keep up the great work. Love all you guys, including Ahmad. Love when he's on the morning show. Thanks, guys. Love you.
There's your answer.
Oh, sweet.
I'm on the
He's
weekends.
on the weekends now.
Listen, 11 a.m. this Sunday. If I'm not stumped on from Halloween, I might miss it again.
Oh, man. All right, y'all
if
hang
you
out with
miss it
Sam.
again, you won't be back on
Yeah, I don't
the other
think so.
time.
You only get one chance to mess up. Okay, Sam's on till 12 o'clock. Thanks so much for listening to the Roula and Ryan Show today. Again, like we said, if there's anything you missed, you can hear the podcast.
Happy anniversary, Tassos.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to my bread man, Tassos. Thank you so much, guys. And we'll talk to you 6 o'clock.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. My Friday morning, 6 a.m. We'll be back to kick off your weekend on the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRB. KRB.
KRB.
Joe, did that on your weekend show, do you?
Bye.